We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The inner narrative, how the story you tell shapes your reality. Every single day, often without realizing it, you tell yourself a story. It begins the moment your eyes open. Before your feet touch the floor, your mind is already narrating. Maybe it sounds like, "I'm already behind. I can't keep up. I don't have what it takes." Or subtler versions. "This is just who I am. People like me don't get ahead. I'm not meant for more." These stories, they feel like facts, but they're not. They are narratives, and they hold tremendous power over how you see, think, feel, and act. This is what psychologists call your inner narrative. It's the internal story your brain tells about who you are, what you're capable of, what you've been through, and what you believe you deserve. And it's not just background noise. It's the invisible script shaping your life, guiding your choices, coloring your relationships, even influencing how you see the world. Most people never chose the script. It was handed to them. From a young age, we absorb narratives like sponges, a parent's critical tone, a teacher's praise that came with pressure, a moment of embarrassment that rewired how you see yourself. Even culture itself teaches us who we're supposed to be. And if we don't fit the mold, we internalize that too. A child told, "You're too much," grows into an adult who shrinks themselves in every room. A teenager praised for being so smart may grow into someone who's terrified of making mistakes, because messing up means they lose the identity they've built. Even silence speaks. If no one ever said, "You matter," you might assume you don't. Over time, these moments harden into beliefs. Beliefs become rules. Rules become habits. And before long, you're not living your life. You're living a script someone else wrote. You start avoiding things that might expose you. You procrastinate not because you're lazy, but because deep down you fear you'll prove your inner critic right. You reject opportunities before they can reject you. You see criticism where there's none. You overlook praise because it doesn't match your internal story. That's how powerful your inner narrative is. It doesn't just interpret your reality, it creates it. But here's what most of us were never taught. Your story is not final. It's not etched in stone. It's not who you are. It's who you learned to be, based on what you experienced, what you survived, and what you were told. And here's the most empowering truth of all. You can rewrite it. This isn't about toxic positivity. It's not about forcing affirmations that don't feel true. It's about taking back the pen. Here's how to start. Step 1. Awareness. Begin noticing the words running through your mind. What's the tone of your self-talk? What labels do you keep repeating? Do you talk to yourself like a critic or a guide? Step 2. Question the narrative. Ask, where did this story come from? Is it universally true or just familiar? Am I living by truth or by old programming? You'll be surprised how many truths dissolve when held up to light. Step 3. Re-author the story. This is where healing begins. Write a new narrative, one that's real, not reactive, not delusional, not denial, but a story rooted in growth. I made mistakes, but I'm not a mistake. I've been through pain, but I'm not broken. I've been silent, but I can find my voice. You are both the character and the author. Yes, there are chapters filled with struggle, pages stained with doubt, but you're not done writing. The arc of your life is still unfolding, and transformation is always possible. So ask yourself, who do I want to become in this story? What would healing look like? What would courage sound like in my own voice? And what kind of ending am I willing to work for? Your inner narrative can either imprison you in a past that hurts or liberate you into a future that heals. It can chain you to your old identity or remind you that identity is fluid, evolving, and earned through self-awareness. So pause, Breathe and ask yourself gently but honestly, what story am I living right now? And more importantly, what story do I want to write from here? Because at the end of the day, the story you tell yourself becomes the life you live.